The midterm elections are almost here, but if you're like most Americans, you have no idea what you're talking about. So this year, we urge you to skip the vote.
It only makes common sense.
Hollywood actors may pressure you into voting, but let's face it, actors are stupid. And if you're taking advice from people who need all their lines written for them, you have no business in a voting booth.
You know exactly what I mean.
And I didn't just read that off a script. So skip the vote. And listening to pop stars will have our democracy singing the blues.
Hey, I'm Taylor Swift.
So this election day, skip the vote. Hi, I'm Skip. Yes, do the smart thing. Vote for me. Skip the vote.
Yeah, right there. Hey,
me, Skip. Hey,
buddy, you're coming with us.
Let go of me. Skip the vote, everybody. I approve this message. Hey, get your hands off of me.
Oh, man. Whee! Hi, folks, and welcome to another episode of G.O.A.F.S. That's Getting Old Ain't for Sissies with Big Tom Rivers. Tom's an old hipster with 47 years of radio to remember. In places like Chicago, Milwaukee, Atlanta, Minneapolis, Indianapolis, and plenty more, believe me. G.O.A.F.S. was Tom's idea for baby boomers who want something to help them with growing older, but with a touch of the goofy, offbeat, and absurd. And that describes this man to a T for Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend for a long time now and a real nutcase, Mr. Tom Rivers.
Thank you, Doug Dahlgren. Hi there, folks. Welcome to episode 48 of G.O.A.F.S. Doug Dahlgren, another good job there, buddy. Thanks. Which brings us to Doug's thought of the day. Last night, had Doug on the phone with Dougie when he asked me, Tom, how come you never see a bait shop owned by homosexuals? I just put the phone down and said, I can't talk anymore, Doug. That's way beyond me, pal. On our last episode, you missed a lot, so make an appointment. Appointment listening, friends, that's what it's called, to each Tuesday and Thursday for new episodes of G.O.A.F.S. We're proud to have Intermountain Guitar and Banjo of Salt Lake as our sponsor. Let me tell you all about that, folks. They've been in business for quite a while. They're good people. Leo Colson is a Wisconsin lad, as and he's a professional musician, which means he's a better musician than I. But he's built a business in Salt Lake City, Utah, called Intermountain Guitar and Banjo of Salt Lake. Leo knows what you're looking for, or can get it for you. If you're a full-time musician, meaning you're a pro, or a person who does weekend gigs at the local bar or restaurant, or a serious collector of fine stringed musical instruments, like classic Martin guitars or classic Gibsons, Intermountain Guitar and Banjo has them for you, or can help you get your hands on them. Intermountain Guitar and Banjo of Salt Lake City has the very finest collection of C.F. Martin guitars around. And you'd be amazed at the finest banjos, mandolins, violins as well. New, used, and vintage. The folks at Intermountain Guitar and Banjo does business all over the world. That's why they're so great at what they do. Here's their website address, guitarandbanjo.com. Again, guitarandbanjo.com. Intermountain Guitar and Banjo of Salt Lake City wants you to be completely happy with your purchase. If you're not, return it within 30 days for a full refund. Intermountain Guitar and Banjo are proud of their products and their great service. They buy old instruments too. Their hours are by appointment. Okay? Intermountain Guitar and Banjo, 712 East, 100 South, Salt Lake City, Utah. Check out the website, okay? You'll see some of the great instruments. Beautiful instruments, I might add. guitarandbanjo.com. guitarandbanjo.com. Or call 801-322-4682. Intermountain Guitar and Banjo. Tell them Big Tom sent you. Just ask for Leo and say, hey, that Big Tom Rivers on that podcast, he said you're a good guy and you're from Wisconsin like he is. Is that true? And that you sold him a banjo and he loves it. And it is all true. He's a good guy. Folks, you can find G.O.A.F.S. on great social media platforms like the iHeart Podcast Network, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Google+, Tumblr, Spotify. That's it, Spotify. That's a funny word, isn't it? Spotify. Twitter. See, I get stuck on these things and I just have to play with them. YouTube. And my Facebook page. And when you're on one of those great sites, please click like or follow for me and the Caravan Kids. That's right. Every positive click for me helps the kids. All right? It helps the program that you're listening to, but it's really for the kids. Do it for the kids, okay? Thanks for listening to Getting Old Ain't for Sissies, G.O.A.F.S. On to episode 48 now. Ow! Stabbed with my own microphone. That hurt. Maybe it was one of the kids. Little bastards. Episode 48 of G.O.A.F.S. What's in the news here? A group of Republicans have sent a letter to President Trump urging him to cut off nuclear talks with Saudi Arabia. Come on, man. He's the President of the United States. You just can't send the guy a letter. Show some respect. Tweet it to him. U.S. troops are being accused of drinking the entire beer supply in the city of Reykjavik, Iceland, during a NATO retreat this past weekend. Well, this explains why the Army is changing its slogan from "Be all you can be" to "Pee all that you can pee." And Ben & Jerry's has released a Donald Trump-inspired ice cream called Pecan Resist. Just when you thought liberals couldn't have any more brain freezes, huh? Tired of getting up in the dark each morning? Well, then we've got some good news for you. You just have to put up with it for a little while longer. On November 4th, daylight saving time ends, which means we turn back the clock 1 hour. Sunset and sunrise are earlier, and there's even more light when you're getting ready to go to work in the morning. Even better, at least on November 4th, we get 1 more hour of blissful sleep. How about that? That's from timeanddate.com. November holidays, Thanksgiving isn't the only big holiday we celebrate this month. For instance, today, 1st of November, it's National Cook Your Pets Day. No, it's National Cook for Your Pets Day. Sorry about that. PETA will be calling me in a matter of moments. Tomorrow, the 2nd of November, plan your epitaph day because it's never too early to write your final words. November 3rd is Sandwich Day. November 6th is Saxophone Day. Bill Clinton will love that. He has something to blow. And November 7th is Pumpkin Destruction Day. That's from Mental Floss magazine. Work tired? Well, tired this morning? You got plenty of exhausted company. New research reveals that nearly half of us say we're often or always exhausted due to work. I teased you with this the other day. If you have an extra nipple or know anyone who has 3 nipples, extra nipples are plenty common. It's estimated that they are found in 10% of people in the United States. If that high number of extra nipples surprises you, it's probably because they generally are small enough that you might have seen them on many people but mistake them for moles. Carrie Underwood, actress Tilda Swinton, and Mark Wahlberg are among members of the Extra Nipple Club. Come on, Carrie, show us that third one. All right, this is important. Over 1 in 10 cannabis users experience withdrawal symptoms when they try to quit. All right? Most common withdrawal symptoms are anxiety, hostility, sleep difficulties, depression. Marijuana users in the study had been using the drug 3 or more times a week for at least a year before they decided to quit. People also reported experiencing physical symptoms like headaches, shaking, and sweating. That's from drug and alcohol dependence. Now, you're going to find a take two. You're going to find a common denominator here with junk food. Planning to cut back and eliminate junk food from your diet? Well, here's a heads up. For the first week of your cleanse, you're going to face withdrawal symptoms similar to an addict trying to quit using drugs. Yep, according to a study by researchers at the University of Michigan, you're going to experience the same withdrawal symptoms as someone who's going through a drug withdrawal. All right, don't forget about the big midterm election next Tuesday. We hope you'll get out and vote, but it's got us wondering, why are the federal elections always in November and always on Tuesdays? It all comes down to weather, harvests, and worship. Back when the voters traveled to the polls by horse, Tuesday was an ideal day because it allowed people to worship on Sunday, ride to their county seat on Monday, and vote on Tuesday, all before Market Day, Wednesday, and the month of November fit nicely between harvest time and brutal winter. And tradition sticks to today. We'll be back right after this.
Tonight, on an all-new episode of The Maury Povich Show, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle find out who's the father of the newest royal baby.
It's like, what's going on here?
We'll tell you where Harry bought his first onesie.
The gap happened to be in the perfect place.
And what Meghan thought of the DNA test.
I did not have any understanding of just what it would be like.
Then, Maury will spill the beans.
You are not...
Just an amazing surprise.
Totally surprised by the reaction.
The Maury Povich Show Royal Baby Edition, tonight at 9.
Hi there, folks. How many different words do you have, or terms, for your rear end, your tush? Your backside? Well, according to PowerThesaurus.org, there's 256 different names people use to refer to their rear end, their caboose. There's 2. I'll give you just a few. You can go check these out, all 256, at PowerThesaurus. I love that word. Thesaurus. Thesaurus.org. 250 names for your ass. Some are rump, ass, bum, tushy, stinkpot, backseat, and wagger. Never heard of that one. Whew. 250 names for your butt. I don't have enough time in the day. Next time on G.O.A.F.